Hi, my name is Shelby Norris, and this is my entry for Week 7, Chapter 8 discussion. This week we discussed cultural alternative healthcare and Western healthcare as well. And so the first question that we have are, why are Americans not using or more trusting of culturally alternative care? So I have a couple of reasons for this. I think that one, Western medicine in the United States is the norm, and people are used to going to the doctors and having like the regular meetings with them, the regular drugs, surgeries, and treatments that have been tested through science that aren't abnormal to them. So sometimes alternative medication doesn't really fit into that norm. So it kind of scares Americans on occasion. I also think that there's a lack of scientific proof with some of the treatments in alternative care. People can kind of be skeptical of it, or not as trustworthy or not trusting in it. So I think that also goes along with some safety concerns that people have, like using unprescription drugs that aren't have prescriptions on them. Like herbal remedies are people don't think they're regulated all that much, or maybe even just kind of doesn't work. So they get worried about the effectiveness and the safety of using different alternative cares for medicine and healthcare. And then so also there is some part of the people also get upset because their insurance isn't covering alternative care. America has healthcare, but it's for our usual Western medicine that we use, and that's regulated by the FDA. So alternative care isn't covered by insurance, so people don't like that as much. It can be more expensive, and there's still that lack of wariness behind whether it works or whether it's safe. And also, doctors don't ever recommend this. So, people with MDs and stuff don't say, go do alternative medicine. And most of the time, people are more prone to trust people who are trained in medicine. So the second question, it is, should we practice or promote these practices even though some might not be supported by the Western imperialism, and why or why not? I personally think it depends on the situation. Overall, I would say no, just because Western medicine does work, and the normal that we have that's covered by the FDA and all that. So I do think that we have to take into account that you can respect different cultures, because other cultures use alternative medicine. So if you're completely doubting alternative medicine, then you're also just doubting that culture and can be disrespecting the culture as well. So different cultures have been using traditional medicine for centuries, so we shouldn't dismiss it altogether. We could always try to understand and respect it, but I do also think that we need more research behind it. So instead of ignoring alternative medicine, maybe we should study that medicine instead and see what would work and what doesn't work, and what is safe and what isn't. So I don't think that it needs to be completely taken out, but I do think that if you're going to use it, then it should be tested with scientific proof behind it to make sure that it's safe or effective. And that's my discussion post for the week. Thank you, guys.